The silent hunter Fennec Fox vs. Striped Hyena, a fight for survival. The Sahara Desert. A place where survival isn't measured in days. It's measured in moments. Every sound. Every footprint. Every breath. Can mean the difference between life and death. Hidden beneath the endless waves of scorching sand, one of the desert's smallest survivors suddenly freezes. The tiny Fennec Fox has heard something. Its enormous ears, so sensitive they can detect a beetle moving beneath the sand, have picked up a much larger threat. Somewhere nearby, a predator is coming. The striped hyena. Unlike the spotted hyena, this desert hunter isn't built for speed. But hunger changes everything. When food is scarce, even the smallest animal becomes a valuable target. The hyena lowers its head, allowing its incredible sense of smell to read the invisible scent trails drifting across the desert. Meanwhile, the Fennec Fox refuses to panic. Instead, it listens. It watches. It calculates. Its eyesight is far sharper than the hyena's, giving it one crucial advantage. Rather than running blindly, the fox carefully chooses a path that keeps dunes, shadows, and rocks between itself and the approaching predator. Then, it disappears. The pale cream-colored fur melts perfectly into the desert floor. Within seconds, the fox becomes almost invisible. For a brief moment, nature itself becomes its greatest disguise. But survival in the Sahara is never that simple. Out of nowhere, a desert scorpion slowly crawls toward the hidden fox. The tiny hunter faces an impossible choice. Stay perfectly still, or risk being stung. Every muscle tightens. Not a single movement. Not a single breath. Then, the scorpion brushes against its paw. The fox flinches. Just enough. And that tiny movement changes everything. The illusion is broken. The striped hyena instantly locks onto its target. The chase begins. Sand erupts into the air as predator and prey explode across the dunes. The Fennec Fox sprints with astonishing speed. Its lightweight body allows it to make lightning-fast turns that the much heavier hyena simply cannot match. Every sharp zigzag forces the larger predator to lose precious momentum. But the desert itself becomes another enemy. Loose sand swallows the hyena's paws. Each step demands enormous energy. Under the blistering Sahara heat, both animals are rapidly burning through their strength. Still, the hyena refuses to quit. Its jaws snap shut. Only inches behind the fox's tail. A fraction of a second separates life from death. The little fox pushes harder. Its broad, fur-covered feet grip the shifting sand, giving it just enough traction to stay ahead. But endurance favors the hunter. The longer this chase continues, the greater the fox's chances of collapsing from exhaustion. Just as escape begins to seem impossible, another predator arrives. High above, a silent shadow circles across the sky. The Pharaoh Eagle Owl. Instead of attacking the fox, it dives directly at the hyena. Powerful talons slash across the predator's back. The owl isn't protecting the fox. It's protecting its own future meal. If the hyena succeeds, there will be nothing left to hunt. Again and again, the owl swoops down, striking, harassing, trying desperately to force the hyena away. But hunger is stronger than fear. The striped hyena ignores every attack. Its eyes remain locked on the fleeing fox. The chase continues. The fox suddenly changes direction. One violent zigzag. Another. Then another. The heavier predator struggles to stop on the loose sand. Each turn buys the fox a few precious seconds. But those explosive bursts of speed come at a terrible cost. Muscles begin to burn. Breathing becomes desperate. The body is reaching its limit. The hyena closes the distance. Closer. Closer. Then. Success. The powerful jaws clamp around the fox. For one terrifying moment. The battle appears to be over. But fate has one final surprise. Without warning, the Pharaoh Eagle Owl launches one last aggressive strike. Its wings crash into the struggling hyena. Startled for only an instant, the predator loosens its grip. That single mistake is all the fox needs. It tears free, rolling uncontrollably down the steep side of a towering sand dune. The exhausted little survivor crashes into deep shadow beneath the slope. Instantly, it presses its body flat against the cool sand. Completely motionless. Inside the darkness, its outline disappears. Above, the striped hyena scans the empty desert. Searching. Waiting. Listening. But the fox is gone. Minutes pass. The predator finally accepts defeat. Every failed hunt carries a heavy biological price. The energy spent today cannot be recovered. Slowly, the striped hyena disappears into the endless desert night. Silence returns. The tiny fox cautiously lifts its head. It survived. At least. For now. But in the Sahara, safety is always temporary. The silent hunter still circles overhead. Without a single sound, the Pharaoh Eagle Owl folds its wings. Specialized feathers erase almost every whisper of airflow. The fox never hears it coming. The owl dives. Fast. Silent. Perfect. The fox sprints one final time. But against an attack from the sky, there is nowhere to hide. Powerful talons seize the tiny survivor. Within seconds, the owl disappears into the darkness. The desert falls silent once more. Here, there are no heroes. No villains. Only survivors. Every sunrise begins another battle. Every sunset remembers those who lost. Because in the Sahara, life isn't given. It is earned. Every single day.